be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I had like some friends, but it's like sometimes it's just the give and take of the day. Like, well, where you gonna go tonight? You know what I'm saying? The suspense, the constant throughout your day. Like, all right, well, I know I'm okay tonight, but what about the next night or the next night or the next night? So it just becomes very, very like mind-boggling. Because it's like, you know you're a good person, you didn't expect this, and you're still young. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, this start. I ended up living with this kind of weird old little high school friend. That was just, I don't know. I had a friend came to get me. And I was actually living in like a little abandoned house. It wasn't no water. It was electric, but it wasn't no water. So it was weird. Like, man, I used to bad from outside. Like, I've ever been through it. Like, it's been real. That's why I don't really judge nobody. But when I left Waldorf, it was a little female friend I dealt with in high school. And I was surprised because she didn't have it all together, but her heart was great. Even came out there with a new child. So I was kind of like, you must really love me or really had a thing for me to come get me. And I moved to Temple Hills. That's when I guess I became what they call it today, the side guy. Or, you know what I'm saying, just trying to play daddy or whatever the case may be. It was cool for a while though. Because, I mean, it gave me a different surrounding, closer to being home. I was in Temple Hills. I thought I was actually being a good little father figure. You know what I'm saying? I had everything going, rolling. Of course, that was not the case. Because it became a fool for love. And started seeing things for what it really was. Mm-hmm. And that's what it became I guess the Papa was a Rolling Stone effect.
Oh, wow.
Wherever he lays his hat is his home. No, for real. This is a real thing. So it's like, when you actually became, what do you call it? Like a gigolo. And this is the God honest truth. Like, you use your assets to survive. And this is the realest thing you'll ever hear me say. So it's like, once that broke off, then it just became, well, I'll try to fall in love, but I know they only want your money or your looks. First episode of, I was in foster care, and my mother was supposed to come get me. And I probably never felt this alone a day or unwanted this much in my life. I don't think I was ever that low. So my mother was supposed to come get me. I was in North Carolina, of course, in foster care, and it was either you become a ward of the state or your mother comes to get you. Of course, mine didn't. And I never felt so let down. I mean, I stared at that door. They had to pry me out of that chair. I stared at that door that long. Just hoping and wishing that my mother was coming. And it was almost just as bad as like when the judge gives you 10 years. Like, and getting sentenced. It's just like you just know like you'll never be the same again. And for that person to grow up, like raise you for 9 years, and then you really find out that it'd be a lie. And then you just see them people in suits for the rest of your life. You just in institutes, and then you're getting treated like you're in jail. Knowing that you come from a great lifestyle. And then knowing that there was once a whole 5 people that loved you. But now it's just in all reality, and you just, probably like 10 years old, just sitting there looking at it knowing like, well, I'll never get that again. It's like you first starting out with filet mignon, now you gotta eat Spam. Like, how do you go from that in life? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You go from like being the most popular, most loved person.
You said your mother didn't show up at court?
She didn't show up in court. And that's how I became a ward of the state when I was young. I got abused. That's how I originally got in foster care. I was living with my grandmother and my uncle. And to this day, I'm partially like messed up in this ear. Like, I gotta speak loud if I'm loud, like stuff like that. I can't really hear. Got a bad little report card, just to give you a little synopsis of what happened. I got a bad little report card for the most part. I was always had ADHD. So I had a behavior chart. If I didn't get 3s or better, I got my behind whooped, basically. So this particular day, I got 3s and came home in the middle of me eating dinner. My uncle, who was probably, I want to say about 6'3", at least 250, he was a defensive lineman for the Rams, like back in the day. Yeah, really winning all that. So I guess me being bad was stressing his mom out, and he had enough of it. So that was the day that he was walking out the door, and he smacked the mess out of me. And I fell out of the chair and I was unconscious for like 20 minutes. So when that happened and I woke up, I was forced to eat my dinner, pick it up off the floor. Scared for my life after that. Didn't really want to be in the household after that. So other things prior to that, but that was the thing. I just, and then it's like I heard a beat. Like, it was just it. I knew this man was like 10 times bigger than me and I shouldn't have to go through that. I'm still this size to this day, so just imagine what I was then. So eventually I went back to school, you know what I'm saying? Did better that day. You know what I'm saying? Teacher even put that. So he gave me like a 4. He didn't want to hear that. So I ended up like not even going home because I knew I wasn't allowed to have that. So I went back into school. And then that's when I showed him the marks of what I was going through. Me not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 9. I'm not knowing anything. I'm coming from DC to North Carolina. I'm coming from the fast life to the country life. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. I ain't taking no trash out of here. It's take your butt outside. Now it's get your butt in here and read a book, stuff like that. So it's a big dramatic change. From no whippings to ass whippings. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't used to it. So that's how I got put in foster care. Ended up.
Okay.
So next day they come to the house. Yeah, and I think people know the story. Well, what happened? They interviewing my grandmother, interviewing my uncle. Then when they leave, everybody just giving me this look of death now. I'm not knowing no better. I already know y'all not my real family. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I know my mother's in jail. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not my real mother in jail. I know you're not my real grandmother. I know you're not my real uncle. So now I'm just sitting down here because she's locked up. Nobody's going to tell me. I done called and cursed her out. So now y'all think y'all just about to beat on this little light-skinned dude from DC. Now that's not about to happen. Okay. My mother gave me away when I was young. Because she didn't want me or whatever the case may be. So she gave me away to her best friend. That's the person I was raised to know was my mother up until now. So I was born in 1990, so up until 99, I was in DC. The summer of 99, that's when I got sent down to North Carolina. Thinking I was going to be there for the summer. You know how people send you, go to grandmother's house for the summer.
And they sent you to your grandmother's house,
right.
Why?
Because that's what it was supposed to be. She took me down there, you know what I'm saying? Like she was down there for a week or whatever, and then left me down there. And went back to DC. What was going on at all? All I know is I'm like, well, you got to go to school, you got to go school shopping. Why are we going school shopping? Why I can't talk to my mother? So after those, just come on. After a while, I'm just looking, you're going to sit down and tell you the truth. So at 9 years old, I found out that my grandmother was not my grandmother. My mother was not my mother. Ashley was not my sister. Jermaine was not my brother. None of these people that I thought was any of my friends, my real mother, I should have known I was the most light skinned out of all of them. All of them were dark skinned, all of them had a Jamaican father but me. Yeah, kind of weird. So everybody else this color, you the only one this color.
Why your mother gave you away?
To this day she won't answer. It's not really I have this love-hate for my mom. I'm a Christian, I have to love her, you know what I'm saying? And I guess I love her because I guess eventually I'll get the answers. But I really sat down with my mother and actually she just really doesn't care. And won't address it or anything. Like my mother has more of a bond with her grandchildren and nieces and nephews. Even my little sister that come from North Carolina, they come up and they're the bestest friends. And I asked my mother, I'm like, did my father do something to you? Like, do I look like him? Like my whole family looks at me like that. Like I'm an outcast in my family. Like I had to steal this from my nephew just to get a piece of him. But y'all wanted me to confront the dude that gave him pills though. They didn't have him OD, but it's like y'all want me to be this big guard dog. You get what I'm saying? Only when it's allowed though. But none of y'all know nothing about me, nothing that I've been through. Nobody can tell me my uncle, none of that other shit. Nobody knows my father, nobody knows anything. So it's like, it's fucked up, like just living as an outcast, knowing like, I ain't no big strong dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't look crazy or nothing like that. I graduated, I keep a job, I never sold drugs in my life. You know what I'm saying? Never killed nobody. Never did no long bid, nothing like that.
Why was she in jail?
To be honest, my mother never really told me. My mother was in the streets. My mother had a very, very bad addiction to heroin. And my mother sold her body, for the most part. To my knowledge. I've never really sat down with my mom and actually just talk to her. I can talk, but she won't talk. But when the next sibling or the next niece or nephew or grandchild come in, it's just like, oh yeah. My mother even tatted on me and all that. And to this day, I ask her, like, did I do anything? Like, I could pop up to the house, but it's never that same welcome.
She tell you she love you?
Yeah, now, she started telling me now my father died.
Okay.
Because I actually told her, probably like a couple months ago, like, look, Ma, like, I know I never get that love from you. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
Now, my father told me that a while ago, but it's like, it's just sad knowing that your mother's still living and you done held her home at the graveyard, but you don't know, like, if anything ever happened to you, would she ever even know where you gonna be at in that graveyard? You get what I'm saying? Man, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, I just want people to know, like, if you have your mother, you know what I'm saying? Anybody close to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, make that shit better. Because mine is up there right now, and I can't even go sit there and tell her nothing that I'm telling nobody on this camera. And won't even get a tear response from her. Like, if my shit don't make the news, my mother will never know nothing happened to me. And that's the coldest thing ever. So you got to deal with that, and then the dad that just left when you couldn't even tell him thank you. So it just threw it all. I know it's kind of off. That's why I feel like I be strong by myself, you know what I'm saying? Where I just continue just to fight for myself, you know what I'm saying? And I probably go through it. Because it's like, even if these lights go out, if don't nobody know, who are you? Who really gonna miss you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I just cut myself off from people, nobody already know.
Well, who are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I opened that question up. I mean,
other people know who you are, what you like to do, your hobbies, if you want to play basketball, football.
Teako, I want to be a producer.
Produce what?
Just music, beats, anything, for the most part. I want to be like Swiss Beats for the most part, if that makes sense. Still looking for my Alicia Keys, but we gonna get there. You know what I'm saying, in due time. But no, I got a real passion for music and sports, though. That's my thing. Put my little mixtape out with my friends. I miss when we going through some things. We gonna fix it, though. I just kind of want them to understand I'm a little older. You know what I'm saying? So my love, my passion for them and my music is kind of different than anybody ever see. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, call me in the morning to make sure you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things I just feel it though in the friendship you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the type of friend I am. You know what I'm saying? I take the risk for you. I really don't care. It could be 100% wrong. And I'll be prayed up knowing that we good. You know what I'm saying? But that's just who I am. I never really cared. Just don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. I'll do anything for you. Like, and that's just me. Like, I think a lot of times my heart gets me in a lot of things. I love people. I hate to see people hurting, poor, hungry, anything. That's not me. I'm a Christian based man, God-fearing man. You know, I'm Calvin's son. That's all I'm gonna ever be. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A faith-filled man. I probably shared a lot, and I pray that anybody I've ever talked to or had an encounter with, that they know that I was a representation of God. And it may not have been the regular, like, traditional way. But if you seen Teako smile and you seen Teako smoking and dancing this damn third, just know he always prayed for you. And just know that God put him in there for your life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I want for people to know, just in my life and anything. Like, I never had no book to do this, you know what I'm saying? Anything. But anything I genuinely shared with you, my friends, anybody, I did it because of God. I did it because that's how I was taught. I did it because it's just genuine love. I never wanted nothing back, anything. And that's my legacy. And that's being a legend, you know what I'm saying? Just unconditional love, faith love, with an open heart. That's gonna get you through having any battle, anything you're going through. And I know it's in me, I might not apply it a lot, but sometimes that's what a vessel of God is, though, you know. Sometimes you gotta put it out there, but you can't expect not to have no attacks on you either, though. So even through my dark times, I go through a lot of attacks. But I know that I care about a lot of people, and I really care about this world. So at the end of the day, just know, like, Teako might be upset with you, and Teako might be a little happy or a little hyper or whatever, you know, T-hype, whatever you want to know. But I'm myself, I'm original, and I'm a God-fearing person, and I love everybody, any dimension or whatever. You know, if I'm around you, I'm here to teach you, pray for you, love you, and to show you that it's okay to be you. That's me.
Well, that's good. Oh. We're not going to be too much longer.
Fine.
All right. Are you sleeping more or less than you normally do?
Less.
Say, I'm sleeping less.
I'm sleeping less.
Why are you sleeping less?
I think people gonna sleep less the more they get older anyway.
What makes you say that?
One, we have more things to tend to, more schedules, more routine. And if you got a job and you got stuff to get up in the morning and do, then why are you gonna be sleeping? Like, all anxiety is not bad anxiety. If your mind is thinking, that means you might be thinking about something positive. You should be thinking. It's when you're sleeping, when you're not thinking. What they call it? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little fall into their hands. The devil way it works, man. I'm telling you. So if the devil ain't sleeping and your hustle ain't stopping, right? Well, so I don't mind, because I know I wake up and I have a purpose to do. You know what I'm saying? I sleep, 8 hours out the day? That's a quarter of your day gone. What have you done? And a lot of people, if you're doing all this sleeping, then you're not waking up to do anything. Like, a lot of people do a lot of sleeping. You're waking up to smoke, do the same thing, and be non-productive. It'd be different if you're sleeping and you were productive today. You have a reason to sleep. You sleep like you got a job. Why you sleep if you ain't got no job? It's different. But I sleep less though.
Are you eating less or more than you normally do?
Because my addiction, it varies. It varies. I got a high metabolism. I could eat a lot and it's not going to go nowhere. Ain't number one secret. So I ain't gonna matter. I ain't gonna never get big in that.
What are you addicted to?
I smoke weed. As of lately, it's been boot and it's been weed and liquor.
What's boot?
It's Molly.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it since about 2014. I was 24.
Are you capable of enjoying things right away?
Pacifics.
Like, if it's a good energy around you, or if it's a party for you, are you able to receive it well?
Yeah, I'm a very, very, when I can feel, it's not hard to feel vibration in the room.
Okay.
And I think that's the thing how I live my life. Like, if I don't like the way things feel, or like the look in somebody's eyes and stuff like that, I'll distance myself because it'll irritate my spirit.
Do you treat it like that with work too?
I treat that about, I'm very, how can you say, defensive. I can say that. I'm defensive.
Okay. Oh, are you having thoughts of your own death?
I've had. Not necessarily because of bad things. It's because of my loved ones. I've never had no peace with it. Like my father, I haven't had peace with it. Like, that's probably the actual first person I really loved that I had to see in a casket. And it bothered me because he meant so much to me that I just honestly wanted 10 seconds to tell him thank you for changing my life. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving me another last name. You know what I'm saying? Thank you just for being my father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any other father. You know what I'm saying? Like, without Calvin, I don't have anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And, like, he doesn't know. Like, he was just, like, he was the foundation of my whole family. You know?
So that makes you think about your own death?
Not that. It's just I don't know if I'm ever... It's a lot of shit. I got regrets. Things I've done for people I shouldn't even have done it for. You know, we all have situations. So, you know. Shouldn't do it if you can't deal with the consequences. That's the best way I can see it.